Hello again, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the pregame conference before tonight's puck drop for 7 o'clock tonight. And I'm going to take you live to the press conference, the pregame press conference. Enjoy the game tonight, and just a reminder, I'm going to have highlights of the Toronto Maple Leafs game and the Toronto Raptors game at midnight tonight, so stay tuned for that.
How to get the most of Grammarly free.
It's Kayla on behalf of Grammarly to tell you all about the free version of the best communication assistant in the world. Millions have chosen to go beyond their default grammar checkers and use Grammarly. My cousin is
to bring the best out of their game when they play the Leafs. What's the key to kind of having good showing against them?
Yeah, they're they can put the puck in the back of the net for sure, and it's our job to slow them down and have a good start here and spend a lot of time in their end, and that's the game plan.
Could be some adjustments on defense. What's the key to kind of keeping that consistent with someone new maybe coming into the lineup that hasn't played in a little while?
Well, communication, short shifts, get everyone involved early, and we're all professionals, so we've been in situations like this before, so just a lot of talk, and they'll be fine.
How are you feeling after that hit from Marchment in
Good.
the last game? Were you satisfied with the way that was kind of handled, everything?
Sure.
A lot of your teammates said that you handled it really well in that situation. Were you able to kind of keep your composure in that situation, not take a bad penalty or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like, what's the key to kind of just keeping your cool in this situation?
Use your head as much as you can, and we were on the penalty kill, so I couldn't afford to take another penalty.
Do you see it as an advantage coming in, having a couple games under your belt, playing a team who's just come off a bye week and hasn't played a game?
Yeah, certainly. I think we need to take that advantage, like you said, and come out fast and try to play in their end and stress them defensively for sure.
When you looked at this Ottawa Senators roster, would you have expected them to be in this position at this point in the season?
I don't speculate amongst the other teams of the league. I worry about what we have in our group, and there's enough to worry about in-house and other teams.
We talked kind of about a playoff mentality starting to grow coming out of the break for you guys. Like, what does that look like for a player? Because there's still, a lot of games left before you get there. So how do you approach each game?
I personally just approach every night, one game at a time. This league's tough to win in every night, so just try to collect the points when you can and keep moving on.
How many stitches did you get?
I'm not sure.
William, you've been waiting a little while here. What's it been like just kind of going through the waiting process and keeping yourself ready for game action?
Yeah, it's been a little grind, staying ready all the time and keep patient, but finally I'm back in, so I'm super excited about it.
How do you kind of keep things simple going into a situation like this where you haven't played a while, but with a different defensive partner and I guess everything else that comes with that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play my game, play like I did before. A lot of energy, bring that to the team and hard, close gaps and all that. So I'm gonna keep sticking with that and do my job out there.
What's been the vibe from watching it from a distance? Just you're in the room, but also just kind of watching the games. There's been a lot of up and downs. Where do you feel the team is at right now?
Like you said, I'm just trying to be a good teammate, bring the energy in practice and all that, be a good teammate for everyone and bring some positive energy. That's all I could have done, I think. So that's what I did, but it feels really good to be back in the lineup and go out there in games and fight for wins.
This organization certainly doesn't spare expense when it comes to development staff and resources like that. Like, how did you make the most of your time between games?
Yeah, like you said, they have a lot of development skill guys, so it's been easy to working with them and work on my game and keep ready. So yeah.
What did you take from your time? Like your last game, I think, was at the end of December. What do you remember from what you were doing well at that time?
Like I said before, just bring a lot of energy. I think I had a fight that game too, so play physical and all that. So yeah, that's what I remembered.
Were there any messages from the coaches, Sheldon, ahead of this game and what they want from you?
No, it's just been like stay ready and keep patient, and they let me know yesterday that I was back in today. So nothing really more than that.
How fresh do you feel?
Really fresh.
What stands out about the Senators? I think last game was against these guys, right? Like your last game?
Yeah.
What stands out about them from what you remembered? I think coaches always said that that team always tends to bring their best when it comes to taking on the Leafs. So I don't know what you can remember from that game.
No, I remember they have a good offensive for sure. They give up a lot too, so it's been the kind of team that gives up a lot and creates a lot too. So got to be ready for that for sure. And yeah.
The highest art is beautiful, breathtaking, timeless, and moving. Experience art with 5,000 years of history. Returning to 9 cities across Canada with a brand new performance starting March 20th. Tickets at Jonnywatts.com.
It was a breath of fresh air, the entire performance.
The Ottawa Senators tonight.
Key is just for us to play well within our own game and build off the good things we did the other night to beat a very good Dallas team. This Ottawa team stresses you, with the offense that they can generate through their lineup and through their defense. So we've got to defend real hard and play on their half of the ice. So really, it's just about our game coming together.
What's sort of always now the reason, or now a good time to go with Martin Jones in goal?
Well, he's played really, really well for us. So we need to keep him involved and keep him going. And at the same time, it gives Samsonov a couple of practice days here. He and Jones both skated yesterday after not skating in the outdoor day. They skated yesterday. Got a good work day with Curtis, and another one here today for Sammy. And Jones will go. So he's, like I said, he's done a really good job for us and got us through a tough period of time. And at least he needs to remain part of things here now, especially as we're still awaiting Joe Wall to come back. Maybe use 2 guys.
It's been a while since William Laugesson's been in the lineup. What are you hoping from him tonight?
Just to do the job that he did when he came in previously. He's obviously, when you haven't played for a while, you need to simplify things even more, but he plays a pretty simple game as it is. So just defend hard and move the puck up the ice. And he's worked very hard and he's been very patient. And there's some confidence there in him because of how he's played. He got us through, much like Jones, you're talking about with the injuries in goal. Like I said, when we had injuries on defense, did a really nice job for us. So he should feel good about that and just get in and have a clear mind and let it fly.
What's the latest on Giordano and Timmins?
Gio's, he's got a lower body injury. It'll be day-to-day, maybe a little bit longer than day-to-day, but nothing too serious. And then it's just an illness for Timmins that's hit him pretty hard. So, in terms of the time period, we don't know, but he wasn't available to travel on the trip with us here today.
But Giordano, was it something that occurred in the last game or something?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Well, growth of the Benoit-McCabe pairing, what are your thoughts on that?
Just 2 competitors, Benoit, no matter who he's played with us, has done his thing, which is to defend hard, be in your face. Not a lot of bad things have happened when Benoit's been on the ice. He's cleaned up a lot of things for us. And then McCabe, McCabe's got the competitiveness as well and the physicality, but also has got the speed to carry the puck up the ice and to help the group a little bit more offensively. And Benoit's, like I said, been there to kind of to support that well. So, yeah, it's worked well, but I think a lot of it is just rooted in the competitiveness and physicality that they both bring.
You mentioned that the Ottawa Senators stress you offensively. What kind of an advantage do you guys think you have, given that you've had a couple of games and that they have not played since they've had this bye week from the All-Star game?
I don't know. We'll see. There's always debate, right? Rest and rust and all those kind of things. We went through it coming out of the break ourselves, but we played an opponent that was also coming off of their break. It remains to be seen. But one thing that we do know is anytime we come in here, anytime we play Ottawa, we get their best game, and I would expect nothing different.
I saw a few shifts, Max, with Austin the other night. Was that just because you were coming out of penalty kills, or something you want to see? Want to see any more of?
Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to see for a while. It's also a way just to sort of manage Nye's minutes at different times when, sometimes Nye's minutes end up being a little bit lower, but also sometimes because of the Matthews line and the demand that's on them with the matchups and sometimes the flow of play, there's not as much recovery time. So trying to reduce that for Nyes a little bit and give others an opportunity to go in there. And Domi's a guy trying to get more minutes for, and also give him a chance to play with those guys up there, yeah.
When you signed Benoit, I imagine at the time you're maybe not thinking potential top 4 guy. I suppose you never know. Like, when did kind of the eyes start to open a little more where you thought, okay, this guy maybe could take on a bigger...
Well, we liked a lot of things about him. Tree really liked a lot of the elements that he showed in Anaheim and even in the minors. Size, length, physicality. He can cover ground too. Like he's got some speed to be able to get to spots and use his physicality or to clean up plays. So you like those elements. Then what does it look like? Within our own organization, and he didn't get off to a great start. It's he dealt with some injuries in training camp and had to go through waivers and through the minors and all that. But he handled it like unbelievably well. His time, through that time, and then also with the Marlies, the reports there, he handled it tremendously. And then an opportunity comes, right? We just talked about it a bit with Lagesson. We had a lot of injuries on defense and needed guys to step up. And he has played a lot in the league, and I think he's got a lot of confidence in himself that's rooted in his competitive nature, but also he works extremely hard at his game and on his body off the ice. And then when he played at a time when we had no other choice but to play him, he just did well. And like I said, really from the beginning, very little has gone poorly when he's out there. He's always working at his game offensively to try to help us a little bit more in that area, but while doing that, he's never forgotten who he is and what he needs to do in terms of the defensive and the competitive aspects that he brings. So he's been a tremendous add for us, and obviously has helped us a great deal through not just a difficult period with the injuries, but even now as he's continued to grow.